Hello. Can you guys hear me? Minecrafter, you read the emails. What? I'm just finishing. I think I'm ready to go. Surprisingly. Is it early? It's early. I'm going to switch. How are you guys doing? Thank you for being here. Hey, Erica and Connie and Tommy and Peter and Jero and Denise. Talendor. Hello. Hey, Shapa. Shapa? Why am I calling you Shapa? That is so wrong. So for those of you guys who may have not known, I sent out an email today, earlier this morning, saying like, hey, this is the new Sinking Ships video, and if you're around and you'd like to join us for office hours, you're very welcome to. I don't know, honestly, like if somebody read this hours ago, I'm not sure if they're gonna remember, so we may just have our normal, our regulars here in office hours, but that's perfectly fabulous. Chapa. Chapa is doorknob. Or like silver. No, not silver. What is chapa in English, Connie? It's like fake gold. Cuando no es oro, es de chapa, ¿verdad? Interesting. Hello, Minecrafter. All right, so welcome to this new office hours. The mic is pointing the wrong way. You were hearing me not properly. Sorry. And I am now getting confused with the camera over there that I have for the IRL Twitch streams. But hopefully I can remember that this is the good one. I got my coffee. I don't think I got your email. You're not subscribed to my list? If anybody is here from reading the mailing list, please let me know, because I will celebrate a lot if that happens. Jose Tomás Muñoz Atria. Thank you. You didn't get one either, Brainelli. Hey, can you check your spam? You're here because of the email. Hey, Panda. You think I am? You read. Oh, nice. Nice. Champa read. Cool. Thor, you're already starting moving and we are not even streaming for 5 minutes. That's okay. That's okay, my boy. You're handsome. You can do anything you want. All right. Neurothos also read. What? I'm very, very surprised, you guys. Fabulous. So what I wanted to do was try to determine as I explained in the little preview thing I wrote on Discord, that I would like to rethink the keys that I had set for these songs. I had a list. I know where it is. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. This is where the Weird Al songs are hiding. Yes, indeed. I was just thinking, I really hope that I have the chord. No, I have the chords on my Gmail. It's okay. On my Google Drive. I opened it on the right page. This was something I wrote probably 4 years ago, that I wanted to make a Christmas album, and I haven't yet. Chandapandi. Hey, Tracy Sturgeon, how are you doing? Welcome. What was I saying? Bad chat in slow-mo. I wish YouTube had the speed, the quick thing. Evil Pony is here. I have not seen him. Hello, Sardai. So, the songs I have, the types of songs that I would like to record. I have, in no particular order, Angels We Have Heard on High, Auld Lang Syne, I cannot talk, Away on a Manger, The Christmas Song, Deck the Halls, The First Noel, God Bless Ye, God Bless Ye Merry Gentlemen, that one, Hark the Herald, I think it's that one, Jingle Bells, Joy to the World, Favorite Things, because for some reason that Sound of Music song reminds me of Christmas. And Oh Holy Night, And the one, I don't think I will include this, but is Oh Little Town of Bethlehem. Da, 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 da. So those are my songs. And so I started recording these at some point last year. I don't even remember when. I ended up, I wanted to record 10 of them because I wanted to make a full album. I recorded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I still didn't go ahead and release them because I didn't feel 7 is enough for an album. I feel an album should be 10 or more. 7 could be an EP, but I didn't want to release an EP. And that's right, Tommy. Angels We Have Heard on High was the very first song I played on stream. I was practicing. And you're going to laugh when you hear that the mix that I have bounced that I'm going to play for you has like me singing background vocals, like trying to find the harmony. It's horrific. But that's the only export that I have. I didn't publish them because I had this whole conversation with my mom. There was like stuff going on last year. And to be honest, I don't even remember what it was. I really don't. But I didn't feel well. As some of you may have known, that I sometimes go to therapy, I sometimes have depression, blah, 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 blah. So it wasn't just overall like a good moment. And for some reason, I swear I can hear it in the songs. I know that I normally sound sad as it is, but these are like mopey, like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh was singing them. And you may hear them and be like, "Ay, Malukah, you sound normal." But I don't feel normal when I hear them. So I didn't want to release them because it felt like, how am I going to release Christmas music that reminds me, like that doesn't make me feel good? And so that's why I want to re-record them, start from scratch, and take, even though I'm going to lower some of these even more in key so they fit my alto voice better, I still want to just keep in mind to sing them brightly, so they're not mopey and sad. So that's the plan. So now I'm going to play you some of them, and tell me if you, by any chance, because most of you guys here, I recognize you from Twitch. Hold on. With happy thoughts in your head. Exactly correct. Most of you know me from Twitch, so you know what I sound like normally. Tell me if you notice anything off. If I'm crazy or if... or what? Here we go. Oh, you mother. Sorry.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plain, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strain.
You notice something, Norothos? Really? Or are you messing with me? An angel singing about it. Is it all in my head? It probably is, maybe. Yeah, not so much. There was no Gloria. There was like... I was joking with my mom and sister because they were listening to them and they're like, I can see what you mean, but not really. And I tell them that whenever I heard "Oh Holy Night," I could hear like the lyrics in my mind were like, "Oh Holy Night." No, it was, "I'm so alone and nobody loves me." That's how I felt. No, I was just, it's like freaking depression is ridiculous. There's no reason for it to happen, but it does. So speaking of which, let's listen to "Oh Holy Night." The harmony was super wrong. I shouldn't have exported it like that. You don't sound yourself in that one. Really, Minstrel Duck?
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining dear Savior's birth. Long lay the Lord in sin and nobody loves me. Till he appeared,
No, Erica, no cheers necessary. Chanda, why are you fighting with the duck? It's not as dynamic as you could do. And it's not like I want, you know, the salsa version of Holy Night, like that energetic. I'm not going for that. But there's something. There's something. And I don't know if it's as simple as smiling as I'm recording to just have that lift that I don't feel in this. Let's listen a little bit more. And I feel there's, for example, I was also trying to test a few keys. And I'm curious what you guys think of this one. I'm going to show you the same song performed twice in different keys. So here we go. It depends, Greg. Harmonies kind of like can move around between thirds and fifths, and more often thirds, I would say. Thirds or sixth? No, it's not sixth. Sorry. I'll explain later. Okay. You prefer Moreau's Malu? Yeah, exactly, Tommy. You know what? Let's do a test. We have a Holy Night. Let's go back to that one. Okay, let's listen.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth.
Okay, let me set up my piano. Can I have some reverb, please? Thank you. Butler, that doesn't exist. It was my foot pedal. Okay. Instead of this, let's listen again.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining.
Let me see if I can sing happier without sounding happier. Without like another genre. I'm gonna smile.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining.
Can you feel the difference in energy? It's still soft, but I feel a difference. I feel goosebumps. Because that's what Christmas music should sound like. And it's not like I'm faking happiness, it's just that in that moment I was low. Here's again, without making mistakes.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth.
That's why I want to re-record them, because I want them to make you feel alive and not depressed. Okay, so let's listen to a few more. This is the one that I want you to compare to different keys. Tell me which one you like best. Now the stars are shining. Exactly, Marcus. Exactly. That helps too, Tommy.
The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields as they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep.
And now listen to this key.
The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields as they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep.
That was lower. I personally like the lower one better, surprisingly. Let's listen to the high one again.
The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay.
I'm so happy that you guys say that. The higher key sounds more up and happy, the lower key sounds more traditional and serious. Mistral Duck says lower. I agree. I'm gonna go for traditional and serious. Thor. The snoring is unreal. And then this one, I'm going to struggle to make it sound sad. It sounds so sad to me. Like the song itself.
Oh come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel.
Malu bass.
That mourns in lonely exile here, until the Son of God appears. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel.
It's not, I don't think it's, well, maybe a little bit of gloom, but it's more like, I guess like melancholy feeling. I don't know why. Well, probably because like, it's the end of the year and it's supposed to be like, not necessarily always the simplest of times. At least they say that like all emotions get all jumbled up during the holidays. So what I've been working on, hold on one second, I have here, no, more mysterious. What I have here somewhere is my Christmas concert, my Halloween concert. Where's my Christmas concert? Christmas concert. Okay. So I have the songs that I did there. I do want to add more songs from the version that we have on Bandcamp with the live stream performance. Rejoice, but it's a beautiful myth, like rejoice, rejoice. Exactly, Mimun. I want to add a few songs, or maybe like switch out a few songs. I think I have to record them. Then maybe what we can do is let me organize myself. This is all pre-production stages, so everything is up in the air. Malukah. That just made my entire week. So the plan is, and I'm going to update the Trello on this, for each of the songs that I have listed on Trello, I'm going to first record all of the basics. And the basics in a recording are basically the most essential instruments. It's usually like if it's a band recording of the basics, it's drums, bass, guitar, and you have the vocal there to track at least temporary vocals, if not final. And then you do overdubs. Overdubs is when you record and record and record, like either when you go to, phrase by phrase, or you do add some harmonies or stuff. When you go back and tweak things and add things, layer things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first record all of the basics for the songs that I want to record. After the basics are done, I'm going to go back and start overdubbing. I don't have a lot of time for this. So the benefit of that is that I have to make decisions quick and I have to go with it. because I am releasing this no matter what, no matter, even if I have to release my depressed songs from last year, I will release them. I need a Christmas album because it's been on my to-do list for so long. I want it out of there. So I don't have a lot of time. I will overdub as much as I can and then mix, master, and submit for, because I'd like to have a printed version that I can bundle up with Dragonborn and stuff. So yeah, so that's the plan. So I'm first going to record everything simply and we'll overdub it. And depending on how much time and how quickly ideas flow, that will determine how complicated the arrangements for the songs are going to be. Maybe I'll have one complicated arrangement and the rest are going to be simple. We'll see. And once I have them recorded, I can hear them one after the other to try to determine the order. I would love, now that I'm more familiar with how licensing works and everything, I would love to add Walking in the Air. I feel it's a must for holiday seasons. I would love for you to tell me, signed printed version, exactly, Tony. I would love for you to tell me of the non-public domain songs. The public domain songs are like Silent Night, A Holy Night. So most of those that I sang on the first concert and that are on the album at Bandcamp, those are public domain. But which of the ones I would have to license would you like to hear? I vote Walking in the Air, definitely. Marcus says Walking in the Air. The little drummer boy of Thor's Norse, the little Thorpe's Norse. So we have to add Walking in the Air. And what's going to be interesting about that is that the one we have on Bandcamp is super high. It's as high as I could go without sounding too strained. I have like 30 different notebooks in front of me. Where's my Christmas one? Here it is. Christmas. Ooh, Rocking Around. Yeah, it reminds me of Home Alone. So yes, I say that would be a great one to have. Walking in the Air. Walking in the Air is not a Christmas song. I believe it's in a Christmas movie maybe, or like a winter movie. Because I feel also by mixing some of these songs, which are much happier than the traditional ones, is going to make the album less mopey. Although I do like mopey albums. Ah, crap. Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. I don't like Santa Baby, Andy Bobandi. I'm very sorry. I don't know Step Into Christmas. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Green Sleeves. That's a fantastic one. But it's not Green Sleeves. It's the What Child Is This Who Lays to Rest. But I think that's public domain. You don't know the names of Christmas songs. Ah, it's an Elton John song. Ooh. I will write it down so that I can listen to it later. I won't listen to it now because I'm going to get a copyright strike. Step Into Christmas. And the ones that I had thought were the what's it called? The Christmas song, the chestnut roasting on the open fire. Da, 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 da. It's a Christmas song, right? Let It Snow could also work. Tommy, I would have to see with Deck the Halls. Well, now that I am feeling a lot more cheerful, I may be able to. Santa Claus is coming to town. I'm going to end up with a Christmas album of 30 songs, hastily recorded. these are all copyrighted songs. Yeah, those are the ones that I'm going to have to license. But when I released the what's it called, the Christmas concert on Twitch, the live one on Bandcamp, I made sure to put just public domain songs because I didn't want to get into the hassle of licensing, because I wasn't familiar with how to do it then, I don't think, or as familiar as I now am. You sent me Save All Your Love last year. I don't remember it. I must have listened to it, but I don't remember. So what I want to do now is, how does licensing work? There are several companies online. Companies like Sounddrop, a company called Louder.fm, DistroKid, TuneCore, I believe now licenses. And what they do is they work with something called a compulsory license. There's a whole bunch of gray area, but there's basically a law in the US that says that as long as that you can cover any song that you want, as long as you respect the lyrics and the main song parts. For example, medleys don't fall under a compulsory license. And well, this law says as long as you pay 9 cents royalty per download or something to the original writers, to the people that hold copyright, then you can cover any song that you want, and you don't really need permission for it, for this compulsory license. Just as long as you pay, it works. It's different when you get into issues of medleys. For example, that's the biggest problem that I've had with trying to clear Reignite. The thing, for example, with Rise in the Dark, which was a medley of Destiny songs, music from Destiny the game, the way it worked, as I asked beforehand, I contacted one of the composers, Michael Salvatore, and I said, hey, I would love to make a song, because I met him in Video Games Live. And I emailed him and said, hi, it's Malukah, I met you then and there, and I would love to make a medley with lyrics. And if I could have your blessing, like your permission to do it, and I would also license it using compulsory licenses. So whenever somebody buys Rise from the Dark, 9 cents are paid for each of the songs that medley is composed of. But I was only able to do that because I had their permission. With Reignite, when I tried to do the same thing, they were like, no, wait. Talk to the publisher. And when I talked to the publisher, what the publisher wanted to do was a different kind of approach. But since I'm not necessarily of importance, I'm not Lady Gaga. Well, Lady Gaga is over like 5 years ago. I'm not like Ariana Grande or something. Then I get put on the back burner. It's been on the back burner for a year or so, or a year and a half. No, a year and 10 months basically. So we'll see about that. Same thing happens with Frozen Sleep. I need to talk to Microsoft, but I haven't even done that because I'm still dealing with the Reignite stuff. Reverbian theme, 12 Days of Christmas. 7 champagnes biting, 6 pizza doctoring, 5 golden snores. All right, so we are going to now look for crap. Oh, no. Here we go. Found it. So, sorry, in a nutshell, Greg, if you go through one of those companies, you submit your song to them, you pay them to do the whole licensing thing, they take care of it, and they release the song for you. So it's super easy if it's a normal cover. Okay, I'm looking at the songs, and we have now Deck the Halls with Where's Walking in the Air? Crappity crap, crappity crap, crap, crap. Okay, found it. No, I didn't. Here it is. I did. Just like Eurovision. What? What are you guys talking about? So last year, I sang here. Oh crap.
We're walking in the air, we're floating in the moonlit sky. The people down far below are sleeping as we fly.
So, if we go to A minor, it's going to sound sadder. But
We're walking in the air.
that's interesting because it's a little bit lower, but it covers more of my uncomfortable transition notes. Let me practice.
We're walking in the air.
Have to be careful to mix, but I'm liking it.
We're walking in the air. We're floating in the moonlit sky. The people far below are sleeping as we fly.
I like it lower. They are not sent from Mexico. No, the CDs will probably take like 2-3 weeks. Thankfully and hopefully. Here we go lower.
We're walking in the air. We're floating in the moonlit sky.
Easter.
The people far below are sleeping as we fly.
This is interesting.
We're holding very tight. I'm riding in the midnight blue. I'm finding I can fly so high above with you.
The interesting thing about this, let me explain. When I was trying to decide which key to sing this in, I think the original might be even higher, but I went with B because I feel that one of the great appeals of the song is that super angelic, almost like child voice. I can't even remember if the original is sang by a children choir, I think, maybe. So I wanted to kind of emulate that. But what if I stop trying to emulate children choirs and sing in my growly self? Erica wants to hear screams. I don't think I can do. We're walking in the air! Like that? Whirr! I cannot. Floating in the... I cannot. I don't have that type of voice, sadly. Sorry. I may have scared you. I think, you guys, I would go like super low. This is actually in G minor, but I like it. I'm gonna go lower. I think G minor is gonna be just fine. But I still want to test. Malukah. My poor Christian ears.
We're walking in the air.
This doesn't feel as good.
We're floating in the moonlit sky. The people far below are sleeping as we fly.
That gets struggly, so we go back to G minor. More.
We're walking in the air. We're floating in the moonlit sky.
Clipped.
The people far below are sleeping as we fly. We're holding very tight. I'm riding in the midnight blue. I'm finding I can fly so high above with you. We're walking in the air. We're walking in the air, floating in the moonlit sky. The people far below are sleeping as we fly.
No, the right one is G minor. Holy moly. It's the one where no note is a struggle.
We're walking in the air, sleeping as we fly.
We got it. Say no more. Walking in the air. Air. In B flat. And also with angels. Angels, I think I sang it in B. Let's listen back.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plain, and the mountains in reply.
I don't know if you can hear it, but my voice gets thin.
And the mountains in reply. And the mountains in reply.
And if I lower it,
And the mountains in reply.
the tone is consistent. Listen again.
And the mountains in reply.
Compared to
And the mountains in
it changes. I don't know if I am explaining. Oh, I'm drooling. If I'm explaining myself, but it's going to be better in B flat. Door isn't on camera. Shoot. Wait. Say no more.
Angels we have heard on high. Glow, I'm going to actually glow. No,
Can I go lower?
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plain, and the mountains in reply,
Echoing mother. Sorry.
echoing their joyous strain.
That note is kind of a toss-up if I'm going to be able to sing it. Need that thick Thor butt. Thor, you are being called thick. Yes, you are, boy. Ay, crap! No! Did I stop stream? No, sorry. I hit the wrong keyboard. I'm using Synergy, so I'm sharing the same mouse and keyboard, and the mouse was not in the right place. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six. Minus 6. 1, 2, minus 2. 2, minus 2. Now the question is, what are we gonna do about Holy Night? I'm so alone and nobody loves me. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's minus 6. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. Fall on your knees. Oh, crap, hear the angel. No, Erica. It was just to be funny. It was just to be funny. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices of Can I go lower? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see if we can. It'll be super helpful if I find the chords and can actually play the chords. So I'm not trying to guess them because I don't remember them. Oh, holy night. Oh, crap. Oh, holy crap. Just guess them. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. That note is still okay. It's like barely. Peter, the Christmas decorations. Long lay the world in sin and ever pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. The thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder break new glory's morn. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, na, da, da, da. See, this key, although it is quite low, it allows me to hit that night like full chest voice, not so much a mix. Oh, night divine, and if it's one half a step up, oh, night, it sounds like a dying cat. Oh, night. No, right? I would have to blend it.
Oh, night, forgot the next chorus.
So,
Of night divine.
heavy lark. Because I stream secretly on YouTube. Welcome. Christmas starts when the Christmas cookies appear in the supermarkets. The album. I don't know about where you live in UK, but here in Mexico, we've had Christmas decorations go up in Costco for like more than half a month. Like simultaneous Christmas and Halloween decorations. I'm like, oh crap, what do I celebrate? Send me an angel. I don't know that one. Send me an angel. Scorpions. This is like a rock anthem. Scorpions is rock, right? I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. There are advent calendars in your local spot. Have been since late August. Holy cow. Same here in the US. Halloween stuff. Go down Christmas stuff goes. Ugh. I really enjoyed having a Christmas tree last year. When we traveled to Germany, we went to this little shop. In one of the tour that we went for the castle and everything, we stopped in this town, and come to think of it, I have no idea where I put it, but I bought a little ornament because Shanda Panda started the tradition. Since it was last year the first Christmas tree we'd set up, she gave us as a gift. I have it hanging over there. Let me go get it so you can see it. Hold on. So she gave us this little Thor ornament. I still don't know where in the world you got this from, but she got it like labeled and everything. Well, named. Hold on. It has a hair of mine. I'm sorry if you see my hair. Check this out. Isn't that adorable? It's a Thorpy. It's a Christmas tree Thorpy. A Thornament. Exactly. Let me put it back so nothing happens to it. Hold on. So I got a second ornament that's to celebrate this year, the second year we're gonna have a tree, and so it's going to be there with the ornaments. I'll show it to you guys whenever I find it because I have no idea. I know I placed it very carefully somewhere because it's made of like a very thin wood. It's carved in wood or like laser cut, I'm not sure, but it's beautiful. But I didn't want it to break, so I put it safely somewhere, but I don't remember where. The wonderful ornament. So I think we're gonna go F on Oh Holy. No, that sounded so wrong. We're going to sing Oh Holy Night in the key of F. That's what I meant to say. Walking in the Air, then B flat. No, Walking in the Air was gonna be A flat. Hold on, let me verify. Yeah, sorry. A flat. I'm an idiot. A flat. I corrected the key in the wrong song and now I have like 2 scratches. We're going to go on Holy Night. That was like so wrong. I cannot believe it. Yeah, F and G strings are tricky. All right, so one question for you guys. Do you guys remember that I sang? Let me play a little bit of it. I did not play a little bit of it. This I think is in the Christmas album already out. do we keep or do we toss this? What do we think? It's a little bit out of context, I think, with like an opera kind of song. Oh, Tommy likes it. Okay. Champa drew a heart. Okay. Okay, we can keep it. I need to re-record it. Okay. Say no more. Say no more. Erica likes it too. Okay, cool. We shall keep it. I don't know about the key. Make it more operatic. I can try. So Ave Maria. So we have right now. I'm an idiot. I wrote An Alto Christmas. Can that be the name of the album, please? Because I honestly can say, you know how I always mention that it's my struggle, that I always want to sing higher than I can. I can honestly say that now I want to sing as low as I can. And it's a good feeling, like, to be confident in that. Thank you, Andy Bobandi. Make it a metal style. Too. Yeah, that's true. But I think that it isn't proper or opera before you shatter. I've never shattered glass. Okay. So we're leaving that in. What else did we had? What Child Is This? I think What Child Is This would be so beautiful on the album. Ooh, you guys. Once Upon a December. What do we think of that? It makes me... I'm a fool. I don't have enough time. It makes me want to record one public domain Christmas album and one popular Christmas album. Hi, there's so many good songs. What child is this? Is this child? My child. On the bonus disc. Imagine having a 2-disc Christmas album. Are you doing Carol of the Bells, Mal? Saint Kisa? I don't think so. I think that is a very... That song really shines when performed by a choir, I think. By different people specifically. Because I could record myself a whole bunch of times, but I think like the beauty of that song, that the stunningness of that song is in the group performance. So I'm not quite sure if I could get away with recording it in a way that I would like it. Have you heard Green Sleeves? It's basically the same thing. Minstrel Duck. I can play it for you. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
What child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping, whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while shepherds watch are keeping?
You feel bad about ripping Amorphis Japan. Amorphis, am I saying that right? Only songs from YouTube. I still think it's kind of ridiculous that there are countries. I mean, not that there are countries, but that there's limitation as far as music goes on countries. I mean, I can understand why that happens, but if you became Russian, congrats, Champa. No, Shmapi, ribbit. No. Once Upon a December might be a magical sound to add. I think what I'm going to do, as far as both Once Upon a December and a few of my favorite things, I think I'm going to leave them for last. If I have time, I'll record those. Maybe you can try to record one song without singing like a bonus song, like an instrumental track. God rest me, Mary. Green Sleeves, a song about not having tissues. No, come on. With a runny nose. Gross. Super gross. Okay. The last thing I wanted to check. What the crowd... Because I remember Silent Night. But is this the Silent Night that I released already?
Silent.
It is, right?
Night. Oh, childly peace.
The Carol of the Bells has a couple of words. Ding da ding dum ding da ding dum. Ooh, the Nutcracker from the Sugar Plum Fairy. All right, so we have somewhat a list of things. I am going to get started. I'm going to open up the Trello. Can we all open up our Trello class on the same page? I don't know if I'm logged in on Trello here. Ah, yes, I am. Good Malukah. Isn't Green Sleeves about a mistress? I think so, Renali. I think so. You guys, what is sinking ships about? Does anybody know? Christina, the filmmaker, asked me, what are the lyrics about? And I'm like, I'm actually not entirely sure. Like, I understand what the lyrics say, but I sometimes cannot find, like, the bigger meaning of things in some cases. Like, is it a metaphor for something? I imagine it's a metaphor for something. I don't think it's about a literal sinking ships. It's a subjective kind of song, yeah. But it can be, like, I imagine it could be, like, anything, really. But like, one thing, for example, that came to mind is something like an addiction. An addiction that reels you in and then wants to destroy you. It could be a person. But I somehow feel it's more subjective than a person. This is the anchor stream all over again. No. It was just a question because maybe some of you, maybe Tommy that knows the song has read about the song's story. Maybe it's like a particular reference to something. It's one of those songs, Neurothos, that you could be singing the weirdest things and it doesn't matter because it's so beautiful. It's a cry for help in a way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, so I have my Trello. And we have... Where's my Christmas list? So I'm going to start recording the first Noel. And then... I think I left the Fidelis. And then Angels we have heard on high. And then A Holy Night. And then What Child Is This? Silent Night. Because Emmanuel, oh come on, come Emmanuel. That's kind of a sad one. Walking in the Air. And I think, ooh, you guys, hallelujah. I mean, I think the lyrics are a little inappropriate for Christmas, but isn't it like a Christmas song? Reverb Empire, metaphors, PhD, exactly. Could also be a metaphor for a physical or mental prison. Yeah. Yeah, it was always like a song for the music and not really the lyrics. Yeah, it's definitely a way to I can definitely understand it. And I think I love certain songs where the lyrics are like, what? Like, I don't even know them, but the songs are beautiful. That's right, Greg. Hallelujah has your boat. Does your boat have an anchor, Shanda Panda? Tell me. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, Hallelujah. We had to record Hallelujah. And once upon a December, I'm sending to the back. Rocking around, rocking around the Christmas tree. Rocking around the Christmas tree. Because they're robbing my house. And I am a child with no parents. And I'm really up to no good. Do you like my new version? Version. I hate it when songs don't emphasize words in their proper syllables. Rock Around Christmas Tree. Three Kings. Decide, will the album be only public domain songs, or will no, we have decided move this to done. We have decided it's going to be a mix. Okay. The lyrics are even better on Hour of the Nightingale. Example, raise not a fortress to protect from what the waters might oh, holy crap. Oh, that gave me goosebumps just now. That's beautiful. I was listening to the full album on Monday. I was doing a workout program, the what is it, Couch to 5K, and I put the full album. Coming from a metal background, I never posted attention to the lyrics. The story lyrics told, you can't understand what they're saying. Exactly, it's just like rah, rah, rah. Hallelujah has just religious undertones, not necessarily a Christmas song itself. I agree. I agree. Tell Hallelujah to give your boat back. All right. So we got it. Now I need to go back. So the other thing that I need to determine is if I want the whole thing on guitar, the whole thing on piano, or mixed. There's something kind of interesting about keeping it limited to one instrument because it gives me space to later on record another album with a different approach. Later on, I'm not saying like the next, year or something. Quickly, Malu learned the harp. I wish I could play the harp. I would use both in the... Yeah, definitely use both in the music. But would we consider one as the main? For example, the one we have on Twitch, I believe, is mostly guitar. Piano was always more Christmassy for me. Is that... Yeah, for me too. But is that an interesting reason to keep it guitar, just because it'll be a little bit different? I wonder. ... Can your keyboard do church organ, Malu? Absolutely, Minstrel Duck. How Christmassy can you make a banjo? Well, if you add some jingle bells, I think anything can sound Christmassy. You could play bagpipes and they would sound Christmassy. Okay, I'm going to switch you, my pretties. I'm going to censor the screen. And it didn't work. Why? Ah, I know why. Hold on. No. I need to change you out of studio mode. Okay. There we go. I'm going to censor the screen while I open things. Oops, I moved my camera. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. It's just blocking like an important part of the screen. Okay. Okie dokie. Celtic Christmas. I know. I wish I could play any Celtic instrument, or Celtic, sorry. Okay, so somewhere in here I have my Christmas album. but that's not where I have. I have no idea where I have my Christmas song recordings. What? What did I do with them? Oh my goodness. I do not know where they went. Did I delete them all like forever? I don't know. They're probably somewhere around. But absolutely no worries. What I'm going to do is file new. We start from scratch for real. Okay. I don't want to save. Thank you very much. And then we say add a software instrument, keyscape, perfect. And then I'm going to add softest rich. Okay, I'm gonna add that one. I'm going to add a voice track. I can put you back so you can see. I'm going to add a voice track. Input 1. Yes, it's input 1. Cool. And then what I want to do is create another input 1. No, it's input 2. And on input 2, I'm going to have to switch. Hold on a second. No. Need to switch. Okay. To DI. Okay. Perfect. And we're going to label this the piano. I'm going to have to go at 4:30. You guys remind me if I get carried away, because between us, I got a bunch of notifications from my bank. Like I think somebody was trying to either clone my car, or somebody cloned my car. Or was trying my card, or was trying to hack into my account. It was super scary. Thankfully, everything's good. They didn't take any money. But I still need to figure out what happened with them. I need them to explain what the crap was going on. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Uh-oh. Okay, and here we select my very favorite Epic Diva. Hello. Now that's a freaking reverb. Oh crap, I forgot this is no longer Bove piano, sorry. In a half hour. Okay. We are good. This is super reverby. I'm going to go in and dial it back just a few dB, not too much, just a little bit. I saw a comment on the Senkishi video of somebody asking, can we get a version of this song with less echo? And I was like, I didn't answer, but I was just like, no, fool, it's how I like it, live with it. Hello. Okay, so this is my good one. The one last thing I need to do before anything, audio, I need to decrease my buffer size. I had this buffer size. The bigger it is, the best it can load up and play synth instruments. When I had to lower it. Make it 1024 so that I could hear back the strings on sinking ships, and so they all played fluidly as possible. But when you are going to record, it's best to have it as low as possible, or at least low enough. Hold on. So that you don't hear a delay from when you speak or play to when it gets to the computer. So, after that little lesson, here we go. What I want to do is I want to compare I have the first Noel recorded from last year on guitar. I really like how that sounds. However, I want to try it on piano if I can find. Here it is. The chords. Okay, can you guys, let me make sure that you can see me. Da-dum-dum. There we go. Okay. Let this record. Okay, this here.
The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields as they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel.
And if we compare this, give me a second, please. Pardon me. Pardon-moi. Because I feel the first Noel is going to be better on guitar. That's my impression. Let's listen back. Okay. Let's listen back to this first.
The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay. The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay.
I'm playing very clumsy.
In fields as they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, Noel, Noel.
Do both. Well.
The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields as they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel.
How does that sound? Who is this Noel person? Gallagher from Oasis, you remember that band? Well, actually, I want to do...
The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in
try once again, and like Senki says to Messi, think if you tone down the piano, it might work, Mal. I'm gonna try to tone it down just to see what it sounds like, but I think it's going to be more elegant if it's just guitar and voice. I am so sorry I left you censored. I am so sorry. So let's try this again.
The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields as they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep.
I don't think it's necessary. It doesn't seem to be really contributing anything interesting, and it has to do with the way that I'm playing. It's just not, since piano is not like my forte, guitar isn't my forte either. But I feel like I'm sure another like professional piano player could play something appropriate, but I think that with the time that I have, if an instrument is not adding something really special, then I think I should just nix it. Do you mean lighter as in less chords? Competing volumes and that later guitar. I think that to come up with something that would fit perfectly, it would take a lot of time for me. Holding the chords, I think Senki said that would be a great idea for later on in the song to introduce something new. Like if you're building and stuff, then it would really make sense to have like chords like over here on this part and towards the end. It's maybe chords here, and then towards the end you have the more moving kind of piano. That could work. Without the embellishment, it feels like it's not needed. I agree. I think we could go without. And I really like how it sounds on guitar better. I don't know about you guys, but it's just it's easier to play, and I feel it flows a lot more nicely than the piano. This dude. Are you hearing him? All right, so we have decided. I think what I'm going to do is keep this all on guitar. There are, because he's more distortion. What is wrong with him? This is not a normal dog. Can I sell Thor's snore as ASMR? The original Walking in the Air had piano, right? Because that's the only one that I feel might sound better on piano. And maybe the Christmas song, because the chords in the Christmas song are like so beautiful and so complicated. I don't know how to play them on guitar. So I think I would play piano on that one. The first one, Snorel. Hi, this dog. This dog. What the crap did I'm going to censor you again because I want to see if I can find where the crap do I have projects. I have no idea what I did to the Christmas album. I just have the exports, not the songs. It's probably just better. Start from scratch. So I think, okay, it's 4:21. I'm not going to be able to record. I don't have enough time to, to record. But we have our playlist, our song list in order. So I'm going to start later today recording the first Noel on guitar. The final question that I need to determine, do I want electric guitar or do I want nylon? If you could let me know, hold on one second. You can use a metallophone. Hold on one second, where is my test, Christmas. Let me get all these in here again. I am hungry. Okay, so what do you prefer? This guitar? Check the guitar sound. Let me know which is more appealing to you.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly sing o'er the plain, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strain. Glory.
This guitar or this guitar?
Venid fieles todos, a Belén marchemos, de gozo triunfantes, henchidos de amor.
Really?
Al Rey de los cielos, humilde veremos.
Really? I am so happy that I asked you. Let's listen again to the first one. It does have more energy. The other one is the one that really like makes everything more moody, right? Seems so ducky-doo. I'm glad, you guys. Can you be friends now, Panda and Doc?
The angels sing, come adore on bended knee, Christ the Lord, the newborn King.
All right, we're gonna go with nylon then. Warmer and cozier. Yeah, you're right, Greg. I am so glad I asked you because I honestly would have gone for the electric. But you're right. Sounds better like this. We have collaborated on the pre-production of the Christmas album. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I am going to go now fight with my bank. But yeah, I'll start working on this and we'll have another office hours so I can fill you in on what's been going on. I'll be updating the Trello as I move forward. And do you have a 12 string? I don't, Andy. Well, the little mini guitar that I have, sort of Mando guitar like, I think has a ton of strings. We expect to be in the credits. Absolutely. Absolutely. Backseat producer mode on. All right, I'm going to write you down and I'm going to include you in the credits. Because, okay, the credits for pre-production. I see the Alb. I see Rhinosec. I see Minstrel Dog. I see Panda. And Greg. And Schmappy. And Connie. And Erica. In Harmony. And Nerothos. And Tommy. Who else am I missing? I think it's gonna be cool, don't you? If I'm gonna have like a printed album to have your names on there so you can remember this. And May 9K, thank you for speaking up so that I can be sure to include you. May 9K 9928. And Senkisa. And Thalandor. And Marcus. And Andy Bobandi. Do you want me to credit you as your names or your usernames? You have to update your... Yeah, of course. Hawthorne, thank you for speaking up. I can add you to the credits. Hawthorne. Nerothos, did I write you? No. I wrote Nothos. Nerothos. The leaflet will be 14 pages. Well, you know what? Peter Hollins puts like all of his patrons on his albums, and he has like 4,000 patrons, and so I guess those leaflets are like little Bibles. Username or first name, please, not my full name. Okay, for sure. Rhinosec Fox. Pre-production assistant to the regional manager. Username is fan. But Bandy is my real name anyway. TM599 for the interview. Alright, you guys. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Hold on. Can we ease off the reverb now? In theory, we can. Okay. We're back to normal. Alright, you guys. I will talk to you very, very soon. I'm going to sneeze. Have a good evening. Bye. Your Patreon names, hey Malu. It's Senkisa. The Alb. Bye. Bye, Thor's bot. Bye, Panda. It really is his bot. Talk to you guys really soon. Bye, 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 bye.